I think I have a couple more videos from New York, but change it up real quick. Here's this.
Yeah.
All right, I've been back on the East Coast 2 weeks and some change. It's my first time actually making it back to Baltimore, which is where I grew up skating, and it's changed quite a bit. Here's a brand new skate park. Flat bar, whatever happens after that. That's a good little bump.
Yeah, I really like it for nollie flips.
Yeah, I just floated to. I wasn't even trying to pop it in the wet.
Yep.
It's buttery. It's like a vertical curve though, so you can't slap it. You gotta like almost fan a molly.
Yeah. Yeah. Sheesh. God. I get all those back to back.
Oh, this is dope. This rock right here. Met up with Skate Vibe. Evidently, there's a YouTuber in Baltimore who I had no idea about. I just saw him on when I go to my analytics, it says people who follow you also follow. And he showed up, and I'm like, oh, who's this guy? Just lurking. When I saw the spots for Baltimore, I was like, oh, random. So met up with him. We're gonna skate the park, and I'm also gonna talk about the biggest mistake that skate parks make, and they do it all the time. I have 1,000 examples of it, and it's probably not what you're thinking about. It has nothing to do with the square rail. It's something much more devious and lame. You ever skate that bump derail?
But really only board slides.
Because it has a terrible angle, and I hate it. Got something for the little down rail? Do you grab the helmet so the GoPro doesn't get messed up?
No, I grabbed the helmet actually because of the weight of the GoPro. So
it flings your head back.
Yeah.
Oh, to fakie like an adult? So I have this unofficial rule where I refuse to skate with people who can't slappy crook. So he's gonna learn slappy crooks. Is that really a rule? No. Oh yeah, you got that all day. Try to not ride so parallel. Try to kind of carve into it like a quarter pipe. Combo. Got any ideas? Any suggestions?
Could you slappy up this?
This guy?
Yeah.
Here's how you tell. Maybe I'll give it a go. I might get stuck.
Dude. Oh my god.
Do you ever feel like when you're skating a skate park ledge and people always grind it going one direction, the metal almost gets like a grain going one way, and when you try to skate it the wrong way, it sticks?
Yeah.
I swear to God, there's ledges, there's a ledge at Cherry that people always skate going one direction on the drop-down manual pad, and whenever you go the other way, it'll feel sticky, but then you go the other way, and it's oh, it's so buttery, it's weird. It's almost like, there probably is some sort of microscopic grain that's getting pushed. gave props while you're filming.
That is one thing I like about this little. Is that like flip tricks on it does
Flip
feel a
tricks over
little.
his hip?
Yeah, over there.
It's a tight little hit.
Yeah.
That was pretty soggy, but.
Front shove out.
Ew, no. If you said that, I couldn't trade for it. Front shove out. You know I hate that, right?
Either that or kickflip.
Kickflip out of a 50-50.
Dude, that would
like
be-
I'm 9. All right, here you go.
It's because he can't do them.
It's because I can't 50-50. That's the real reason.
Yes. Yes.
You good? I don't think I did one trick that whole time. Stompy. Sets up an Andy board once, starts spinning around. It's such a crazy trick, like back 50-50 shove. It's one of those ones that you learn early on. And as you get better at skating, you realize that that's just not worth the effort. It's like more difficult than it is cool. Hence why I want him to do it. Are we in the streets? Fun watching him skate. It like reminds me of myself. Like when you don't have a ton of spots to skate, you just do what you can where you can. So we like skating this like a loading dock. Like now that I'm in California, I have like 100, like 3 stairs and 5 stairs to like learn how to do my flip tricks off. For him, he like 180s up this thing and does tricks off the drop. Yes, sir.
See?
What'd you say?
I said just don't cross line.
Yeah, I can't cross like front side on ledges. That's all I ever do because I'm an idiot. This is how I get hurt, I know it.
Like do a 50-50 stall on that and then kickflip out of it.
You really want these 50-50 kickflips to happen. How about I'll split the difference. I'll do a front 5-0 to fakie, which is nothing like what you suggested.
Got you.
I'll take that.
Sure did the 50-50 kick flip. Ooh, okay. That makes up for it.
50-50 kickflip for you. There it was. Alright, so here's my beef. Here's the issue that so many skate parks do. It's like the biggest no-no ever. This place that we're standing right now, like this whole section used to be one of the very few like vaguely famous spots in Baltimore, Maryland. It was called Pavilion. And what it was, it's really smooth ground with a 3-stair where you land on rough brick if you go down it. But on the other side, it was like a 3-stair and then a little flat and then a 2-block. Like Bobby Warris had a trick down it. I think he nollie flipped it in Get Familiar. And it was like our locals Carlsbad. Like that's where everyone came to like do the trick that they had. And like just about everything was MBD. Like only the sheer basics got done. A little bit later, people started flipping more stuff. People started doing a little bit more advanced tricks. But for the longest time, it was like the spot to like, if you could kickflip Pavilion, like you could get sponsored by a skate shop. And they literally tore out this spot that like, I don't know, low-key kind of meant a lot to some of us locals. And I was making a joke, so my friend Christian and Tony showed up and I was like, think about how much better this park would be if it was a 3-up, 3-down with a 2-block. It was like the ground was super good. It was a good rain spot. It was like a gazebo. Tore it out and they put a skate park in. That's not the only example of that. Diamond Skate Park, dude, there used to be there used to be this incredible handrail there. It was like a 7-stair rail. It was a perfect rail for 3 tricks that I really wanted to do that were frontside. And we got there and there was like a skate park. I'm like, asking the kids at the skate park where the rail was. They're like, we have no idea. And then one of the kids was like, oh, they tore that spot out literally to put the skate park in. Fat Kid Skate Park in New York City is another good example. Not my favorite name for a skate spot, but it was these 2 manual pads that had a flat bar between them. It was really fun. Jason Dill had a bunch of stuff on it in his DVS part, tore it out, replaced it with a skate park. And I don't know, I guess they were just like, oh, well, we don't want them skating here. So like, let's give them a skate park. But in all honesty, I feel like a lot of people would be more appreciative, at least the local skaters that are like the skaters, if you just left the spot and didn't kick people out. Just let it be like an unsanctioned skate park or like an unofficial skate park where people can go like fuck around. But I don't know, that's just my big beef with it. And the fact that they did it here, you know, they did it in my home spot. I'm not ungrateful that Baltimore finally got like a, you know, very expensive skate park. I am a little bummed on the design of a lot of it because like a lot of the specs are like to have like unique obstacles and kind of terrible dimensions. That rail, the bump to rail, you can only really hit backside for regular, otherwise you have to gap to it all weird. The dimensions are kind of off. They have a really cool curb that would be way more fun if it had a little slant to it, but it's vertical, so it's like not even good for slappies. And I'm sure that it had a lot to do with like the area wanted a more aesthetically pleasing skate park, and that's what they went for. But I mean, if you don't have a skate park anywhere near here, can't you just build the sheer basics? The other skate park in Hamden, which is like on the other side of Baltimore, doesn't really have like a really good flat bar or anything like that either. It's missing a lot of the basics where locals built stuff. So I don't know, kind of a disappointment, but I still had fun here. And I am stoked that locals have another park, but